So I just wanted to share with you a little experience that I had yesterday. I was going to the grocery store and I have to park. It was pouring rain yesterday, and I have to park in a underground car park. And when I went over to the elevators, there was a homeless man kind of camped out there with his little sign, and he had probably gone down there to get out of the rain. And it's hard to admit it, but I oftentimes have very conflicted feelings toward homeless people and what I should do. I feel guilty walking by them with my cart full of groceries, or, walking by them to go out to dinner or whatever. And I just what is my role? What am I supposed to do? How can I help? And a lot of times I don't give cash. Maybe I bring them a hot drink, or at home we used to have these little care packages that we would hand out. But today I just asked this guy, I said, do you need anything? I said, are you hungry? And he said, yeah, he wouldn't mind having a sandwich. And so I went into the grocery store and I came back out with all of my groceries, and I gave him a sandwich and I gave him an apple. And then my heart just really felt impressed that he needed something more than physical nourishment. And I asked him what his name was, and his name was Stephen. I said, Stephen, can I say a prayer with you? And he said yes. And there was another gentleman kind of hanging around. He had ridden down the elevator with me, and I was kind of hoping he'd kind of just go away and go to his car, because I just felt a little awkward. I don't kneel down every day with a stranger and say a prayer, but he was kind of just there. And so I bent down next to Stephen and I prayed with him. And then I got back up and I went to my car, and this other gentleman came back over, and there were tears in his eyes, and he said, that was beautiful. He said, thank you. He said, bless you. And I just thought, it was really emotional for me, because it was just such a surprise that he came over and was so touched by this simple prayer. And I was reading in John 21, where Jesus had just had breakfast with the disciples, and he said to Peter, he said, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me more than these? And he said to him, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. And he said, feed my lambs. He said to him again a second time, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me? And he said, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. And he said to him, tend my sheep. And he said to him a third time, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me? And Peter was grieved because he had said to him the third time, do you love me? And he said to him, Lord, you know all these things, and you know that I love you. And Jesus said to him, feed my sheep. And then later on he says, follow me. It's tricky sometimes to figure out exactly what Jesus means by follow me. But I'm pretty sure that when Jesus says, feed my lambs, tend my sheep, feed my sheep, that he just wants us to take care of each other. He just wants us to see the need that is just right at our doorstep and do something, anything. It doesn't matter what. It could be a smile. It could be a kind word. It could just be letting someone know that, hey, I see you. I know that you're a person. I know that you're broken too. We're all in this together, and we can do something about it. We don't have to walk away and look the other way. We can do something small to make somebody feel a little less broken and a little more human, because Jesus said, tend my sheep, feed my lambs, follow me. So I hope that this week you can find somebody that needs a little encouragement, and be a light right where you are. Be a little light. And I suspect for me that yesterday that blessing was probably more for me than the homeless man, more for me than the other gentleman, because it really touched my heart that he was blessed by my simple prayer. So just know that I'm praying for you guys, and I love you, and I hope that you have a blessed week. Love you guys.